Hello, how are you? Good afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. I want to say thank you again for coming to my channel. For those that have been coming, welcome again. If you're new on my channel, I want to say welcome to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today, I want to talk about the number of people that are JAPADA in 2025. Is way, way, way more than the number of people that are jackpotting. And this video is gonna talk to everybody that are jackpotting, that are willing to jackpot, that are jackpotting or willing to jackpot. So first, I want to start with people that jackpot. You know, when there was this jackpot rush, a lot of people were just jackpotting, especially to the UK. Before you hear where is so is in the UK, where is so is in the UK, it now became a trend that people were even selling their houses to travel out, no matter how or no matter what diasporans tell them. They will say it's because you don't want them to come. That's why you are about mouthing that place. I don't mind. As far as I see a way to get out of this Nigeria, even if it is £10 or $10 an hour, is enough. It's more than enough for me. But then you come and you now see the reality that it's not what you expected, it's not what you bargained for. I've seen someone, because I have this friend that is an agent. They spent about 45 million naira, a family, to travel to the UK. And after 6 months, the man said he's not doing it again, he's going back to Nigeria. They had to start begging him that, remember how much you spent to come here. He said it was done, that he didn't want to stay again. I'm sure that for that to have happened to someone that knows someone that I know, it must have happened to a lot of people. They got to the UK, got to the US, they realize it's not what they bargained for, and they want to go back home. What can we say? I'm not going to even support you going back home to nothing, especially if you have sold everything you had to make this move of Japa. So I understand that abroad is not what we thought, it's not what they painted it to be. It's a dream that might just end up as dreams. But at the same time, you need to chill, hold on, at least try and make what you spent, try and make it back, and try and build your house back. It's going to take a lot of sacrificing your big boy life or big girl life in this place. It's going to take a lot of sacrificing of pleasures. You have to be disciplined. You have to only, and I mean, you have to only take up the bills you know will not choke you. You don't have to, you can't have it both ways. You can't want to be investing back home and be investing abroad at the same time. You have to prioritize which one should come first, because in this present economy, people's salary are only even enough to take care of their immediate needs. Extra might not be possible. It's possible for a lot of people that have built themselves up to a level of good income, what we consider good income. But if you're still dancing around $10 to $50 an hour, I'm sorry, your salary might be nothing. So, depending on the kind of lifestyle you've built for yourself abroad. So, if you're in that category that you've spent all that you had, you sold your house, you sold your business, you sold all your properties to travel abroad, I'm not even going to advise you to Japa, because once you go to that Nigeria with nothing to meet, nothing to start doing, and you're only going depending on the cash that you have, which is going to finish before you know it. Things are super expensive in Nigeria. Once you change that money you go with and there is no more inflow, you're going to be frustrated once that money finishes. So that's that for people that jackpot. At least try and gather something. Try and invest back home again. Just be patient. I know that once you are in that realm where you feel like I'm done, I'm this, you need someone to constantly talk to you about holding of a little, because once you're in that realm, nothing makes sense to you anymore. That is a sign of depression. Once life is no longer making sense to you, it's a sign of depression. You need to talk to someone. You need to constantly, and if anybody knows anybody around them that is feeling like nothing makes sense to them, you need to constantly check on them, because it is a sign of depression. So that's for them. For those people that are still in Nigeria, that you are praying to God day and night, every time they tell you to fast at church and tell God what you want, your first prayer point is, God, please give me that visa. God will answer your prayer, because I really want everybody to japa, so that you can understand what we are saying. So that whenever we tell you being abroad is not an automatic uh, richness or whatever, you can understand. Because if we're telling you with our mouth, you think this auntie is just trying to say that so that I won't come. This auntie does not want me to be successful like her, because you guys see whoever is abroad as they are successful. I know that that's your prayer point, that God has answered for someone and the person is not appreciating. We understand that. But the only advice I have for you, God will answer your prayer. You will be able to japa. But please, do not sell your property to japa. It doesn't make any sense. Even if you come and you see that I can still manage it, I can still handle it, it doesn't hurt to keep what you had. It will keep appreciating. A lot of people abroad now, they are trying to build, even if it is one bungalow or one duplex in Nigeria, but they cannot afford it. And God has blessed you. You own a property outrightly in Nigeria, and all you want to do with that property is to turn it around and turn it to cash that you will use to jump on one plane. That money, if you change it, I can promise you it will not last you 1 year. Your house will become a history, and that money will become a history. So depending on how much you even cash out on it. I bought a land from one person that was trying to jackpot for 15 million. If you change 15 million to pounds, do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? It's not even up to 8,000 pounds. It will be finished under 2 months. You will finish it, and that land has become a history to the person. So you need to think. Yes, I know JAPADA is the only thing that has filled up your brain and mind right now. But at the same time, everything you suffered, you labored for, don't put them underfoot because of one decision. So now I'm coming back to people that are already abroad in the diaspora, and you've spent a long time. You are not even in the category of people that jackpot when there was the jackpot rush. But you stayed a long time, you realize that this is not what you want. It's all a rat race, it's all a circle, no amount of what you can do. You're just fed up, you just want to go. I know that there's a JAPADA rush right now. We have left the era of JAPADA rush. We're in the era of JAPADA rush now. It's more people JAPADA in than people that are JAPADA, than people that are JAPA in. JAPADA is like double of JAPADA now. I mean, JAPADA is like double of JAPA now in this present time, in this 2025. A lot of people are going back to Nigeria. But please, don't be like people that JAPA 2, 3, 4 years ago. Don't be like people that JAPA that did not, they were just moving with the crowd. People that were just moving with the crowd. Because my friend went, I must go too. A lot of women, especially women, we like to pressure our men. My friend's family, they've gone. What are we still doing here? A lot of you put your husbands in the mess they are in right now. A lot of women put their husbands in the mess they are in right now. A lot of men doing well in Nigeria, their wives push them to Japa. And those men are depressed now. Because the truth is, if you were doing well in Nigeria and you leave Nigeria to travel abroad, there's a 80% chance that you will never like it abroad. 80% that you will never like it abroad, and you will be sad, you'll be depressed. So now there's a rush of JAPADA. JAPADA is not for the weak. It's not beans. JAPADA no be beans that you can just quickly put in pressure pot and boil and it's done. No. You have to be sure psychologically, mentally, you have to be sure. Financially, you have to be there. When I say financially, people are thinking that people that are JAPADA, there are people that are broke. You think so? JAPADA is not for broke people. JAPADA is not for weak people. JAPADA is for strong people. JAPADA is for people that are financially ready. People that are financially... A lot of people want to JAPADA, but they know they are not there financially, so they can't do it. So if you want to JAPADA and you feel like people are going, after all, people are doing it, I can also do it. A lot of people have JAPADA and they are broke in Nigeria now. At least I know a friend that has a friend that has gone. The person just went with $20,000 cash and they felt like that should do. They are broke now. They are asking their friend for money. So if you want to JAPADA, don't make it a decision of moving with the crowd. It is a personal decision. JAPADA is a personal decision. Yes, I'm here. I'm speaking. I'm encouraging people. Some people see my messages or my content as a wake-up content. I understand that. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you, if you are not financially ready, don't do it. Just, if you know you are in the realm of, I'm fed up, I'm tired, I just want to get out, the best thing you can do for yourself is put a time to it and work towards it. It's not the day I told myself I'm fed up. I've not even carried my bag. So don't let me say it's not the day I told myself I'm fed up, I carried my bag. I've not even carried my bag. But when I told myself I'm fed up, I sat down and I thought about it. I'm still going to do a video on the steps I took towards my JAPADA. I sat down, I thought about it, and I started taking steps towards it. Up until now, I'm still taking steps towards the things I was doing that was taking money from me. I had to call my contractors this morning that once we are done with this stage of work, you need to stop. I need to furnish my house. Because at this, right as I speak to you, I've not even furnished my house. I was thinking I was going to ship my furniture. Then I told myself I need to cut the budget for my shipping, so that the money for shipping my furniture, I can as well use it to buy a new furniture in Nigeria. It's almost the same thing, apart from the fact that my furniture is luxury. It's a luxurious furniture. I custom made it from China. So I have to let go of that furniture to buy a cheaper one in Nigeria. All these things need planning. It's not because you see somebody doing it, you also want to do it. It needs planning, it needs budgeting, it needs a lot of preparation before you can get on the plane. So what am I trying to say in essence? You are in the realm, you're ready to JAPADA, you're just done. I understand, but calm down. Ask yourself, am I really ready? Financially, you have to be ready. Psychologically, you have to have madness to live in Nigeria. I mean, you need to have madness. Not small, big one, better madness. They abuse your mother, you abuse their grandfather. It's like that. So you go to bed every day with nothing on your mind. Yeah, one of the things that is making us feel anxious is because we are not expressive. America is not a country. They just said they have freedom of speech. There's no freedom of speech anywhere here. The only way you have freedom of speech is you can abuse Trump anyhow you like. But when it comes to one-on-one, people on the streets, there's no freedom of speech. Oh. If they don't blow your head, they will sue you. One of the two will happen. But you cannot talk anyhow and go scot-free. But Nigeria, we have freedom. So that psychologically, you have to be ready for that madness. This one is not something, patience is a virtue. No, it's not in Nigeria. Patience is never a virtue. You must be mad together. So, what am I saying? Yeah, you feel the urge to that JAPADA. And you feel like you can't do this anymore. You can't handle this anymore. When I felt that way, The only thing that calmed me down, that made me feel like, okay, calm down, you can still do this, I put a timeline to it. Once you can put a timeline to it, the thing that makes us feel like I can't do this anymore is because of that feeling of this thing is never going to end. That circle, that when is this gonna stop? That's why we feel this way. But once you put a timeline to it, anytime you want to get frustrated, you remind yourself that I only have 3 more years. I only have 5 more years. I only have 7 more years. I only have 1 more year. Depending on whatever timeline you've put that works for you. Your personal one that works for you. So whenever you put a timeline to it, that will be your succor every time you want to go crazy about the system. So that is what I thought to bring to you today. Don't follow the crowd with this JAPADA. Do what works for you. If you're frustrated, if you feel like you can't handle it anymore, I promise you, once you put a timeline to it, you will feel relieved. Every time the system wants to drive you crazy, remind yourself of your timeline. It's okay. That's what I tell myself every time. Kenny, it's okay. You only have few more months. It's okay. You only have so time. Every day that you wake up, you remind yourself of your timeline and you feel better. The weight is not going to be off totally, but at least you're going to feel better. So please, don't go in such a way that you will regret it. And I'll see you on my next one. Please share my video with whoever you think needs to see it. And I will try and always bring us content that are meaningful. Thank you. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.